Hi guys, so Boris Johnson is back from his holiday. Not sure exactly when he came back because he has been pretty much in hiding since he returned. But he spoke to Sky News about what his government isn't doing to help people deal with the cost of living crisis. This week Johnson met with energy supply companies, but he did not meet with wholesalers who are making the massive profits. No, instead with retailers, who in some cases are barely surviving. Why? Well, he needs someone to blame, and that's exactly what he did. He also made some Boris promises about September, which he will not be there to keep. Have a listen.
I'm encouraged by some of the things that we're seeing from energy companies about more they can do to help consumers with the staggering the payments, with making sure that some of the renewable companies and the nuclear companies, for instance, are making quite a lot of money at the moment. They could do more, we think, to help their customers.
Okay, a perfect solution would be to nationalize these companies, to say to these companies, look, if you're not actually going to help people out, we will take you over and we will help people out. But Boris Johnson and the Tories will not do that for ideological reasons.
The other thing you need to do is make sure that we undo the mistakes of the past and have not just go for hydrocarbons, our own hydrocarbons in the North Sea. And again, we gave clear commitments to those companies. They need to get on and.
But do you really understand how people feel? Because people haven't got any money.
And then what you also need to do is ensure that you undo the tragic mistakes of the past and have nuclear capacity. And what this government is.
Of course, he ignored the question. He ignored the point. How does this help people at the moment? People are struggling to pay their bills now. And he's talking about projects that require 30, 40 years. Very long-term projects, not solutions to fix people's problems today.
Is now green-lighting nuclear energy when for the whole of the period of the Labour government, not a single nuclear power plant was started or commissioned. So,
how is that to help? How will that help people who are struggling to pay their bills now, at this very moment? Even this year? How is that going to help them? It's not. He's just distracting.
We are doing stuff in the short term, in the medium term, and in the long term. And if you ask, what we're doing, here, let me just tell you, what we've done, thanks to the decisions that this government took, we have a robust economic situation in which...
For a moment, I thought he was going to say the fastest growing nation in the G7.
Actually, we have virtually record low unemployment. Here at Broughton in North Wales, you've got an amazing company, employs about 5,000 people. Do you know, they've come out of this pandemic in a position where they are actually able to increase their output of wings by 50% in the next couple of years.
Hang
on, I'm going to make the final point, which is going to drive jobs and growth for the future. And that will enable us, that will put us in a strong position to continue to do what we've done throughout the pandemic and beyond, which is to find the cash to help people in the way that this government has done. Let me repeat, we're putting 37 billion in now. That money will continue to arrive in the course of the weeks and months ahead.
What he's talking about here is the £400, including the £400. That has not been updated. The prices have gone up, but Boris Johnson's plan has not. And obviously he's not presenting any new finance to deal with this crisis. What is he actually doing? What is the point of him staying in office?
There will be more announcements in September, and those will address the key pinch points in October and in January.
But you can't make that promise because you will not be there, I assume. There is a leadership campaign. It's either Rishi Sunak or Liz Truss. More likely Liz Truss is going to win it. But you can't make promises on behalf of Liz Truss. Your own promises have come to nothing. So Boris Johnson here is saying, yes, don't worry, in September we'll have a plan. Well, he hasn't sat down with Liz Truss and Rishi Sunak, as far as I know. So he's making promises on behalf of Liz Truss or Rishi Sunak, saying, yeah, we're going to do something in September. Like, we could do something now, but I can't be bothered. We could do something now, but that would be against our ideology. So just wait until September. Wait until I'm out the door and the problem is somebody else's. Once again, what is the point in Boris Johnson remaining in office? Is it just for him to have some fun? Because he's not doing anything. The Chancellor is not doing anything. It's a complete waste of time. And it's creating problems for people at the moment because they need help. They can't wait for Liz Truss or Rishi Sunak to take over. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.